If you guys don't want to watch grappling and wrestling and jiu-jitsu, don't watch UFC. No. You guys are complaining about something that it's a very simple problem to fix. It's a very simple problem to fix. For example, let's say Hamzat's about to fight again. You don't want to watch his style. All you gotta do is like this. You see this button right here? It's called off button. You go like this. You go off. You don't have to see Hamzat wrestle. It's a very simple problem. It's a very simple problem to fix, guys. You guys are making it bigger than it is.
When does it become too much? When does it become too much grappling? When does it become a snooze fest? When should you stand them up? When should wrestling be taken out of the UFC entirely? We're going to talk about that, okay? Because there's a lot of opinions online, and there's a lot of people that feel different ways about this. And I want to break it down and give you my take on this. Because I'm a UFC fan. I've been watching for 10 years. Started when I was 12. I'm 22 now. I've been playing the games for a very long time. I've been watching the fights for a very long time. And I still consider myself a casual MMA fan. All right. You would think that 22 years old, he's been watching for 10 years. He's not a casual in the sport. I am. I watch every other main event, every other card, some fight nights if there's a big fight going on. Okay, I'm a casual. I'm not ashamed to admit that. And so is 50% of the fan base. The people that watch for fun, that want to see violence. And when people talk about, oh fuck, I don't want to watch 23 minutes of grappling. That is their opinion. That's a valid opinion because sometimes it can be boring. It can be. Okay? And sometimes a stand and bang match can be boring as well. There's two sides to that fucking coin. And I understand both sides. And for the people that are saying, oh my God, there needs to be rule changes. This is mixed martial arts. There's kickboxing. There's jiu-jitsu. There's grappling. There is boxing. There are all different kinds of fighting styles. In MMA, that is what makes the sport diverse. That's what makes the UFC what it is. And for people that are saying, oh, why do we have to appeal to the casual fan? That's where most of the money is coming from. Like I said earlier, a lot of people love watching gladiators in the ring. That's what it is. A lot of the people out there that watch this shit are casual fans. They want to see violence. And we got violence. There was 3 crucifixes. 30 seconds in. Every takedown Khamzat shot for, he got. And we're going to talk about that too because du Plessis, you let me down, brother. You surprised me and you let me down. My prediction for this fight was that du Plessis was going to take it in decision. All right, it was going to be a hard fight. But I thought Khamzat was going to gas out by the end of the second. He was going to keep shooting and gassing himself out. That whole cardio myth that Khamzat has no fucking lungs is gone. This was a hug it out match filled with ground violence, wet blanket violence. They're hugging it out, crucifixion. And du Plessis is taking it like a champ. He's taking it like a champ. I'm doing my Negan here. He took not 1 but 3 for the fucking team. 3 crucifixions for the team. He should get a Spirit Award for that shit. But he survived. He survived. Props to him for not getting submitted. Alright? This could have been way worse than what it was. Alright? It was still exciting to me. Even though it was a grapple fest. I like it. I love wrestling. Okay? I wrestle sometimes in my free time with some of my friends and shit. We hit the mat. It's fun. Sometimes. Throwing on the pad sometimes and kickboxing is fun. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it, really. Now, we're getting into a territory that is going to lose a lot of people here. Ankalaev is champion. He's fighting fucking what's his name? Oh my God. Alex Pereira. I'm sorry. It's 2:40 in the morning. I'm tired, but he's fighting Alex Pereira. I think Ankalaev is going to win again. People think he's going to be a boring champion. Chimaev, I don't see anybody beating him. People already are flipping on him, calling him boring, all that murder gangster shit that MMA Guru was talking about. I'll play the clip just so you can understand what I'm talking about.
Chimaev, all that talk about badass gangster, you're a pussy, bro. You get beaten up by 3 street thugs in London, and that's the truth. You'd be shooting a double leg on one of them, and the rest of them would be stabbing you, straight up. Any street fight, Chimaev loses. Chimaev had some really good moments there, whether he was holding in crucifix, or stalling and holding in the body lock against the cage. I mean, riveting stuff from Chimaev. I'm so glad people root for this. So glad people root for this. KHAMZAT Chimaev, dude, the first guy to win a championship without causing any harm. It's a horrible sight to see. He avoided combat at all costs, but he got it done for 25 minutes. You've got to admire Merab Dvalishvili for how much he's willing to scrap with fighters. How active he is and how much he trades on the feet and actually scraps with his opponents. Shout out to champions like Merab who do that, because that in comparison was the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't know, no one can tell me they enjoy this, so you're a gay pussy who don't want combat. If you don't give Chimaev his way, he can have a really fun fight when he's forced to, but his aim is not to win. His aim is to hold you in a body lock and knee your thigh.
All that murder gangster shit that he was saying in the press conference that he's gonna beat the fuck out of him. He beat the fuck out of him, just not the way people wanted him to. He's a fucking beast, and the goal and the objective is, when you step in that cage, is to win. And KHAMZAT did that in a way that a lot of people didn't like. Now, he could go out there and risk everything and lose, which who in their right mind would do that? If you're the best wrestler in the fucking world, arguably one of the best wrestlers of all time in the UFC, why would you risk standing on the feet? Why would you do it? I wouldn't fucking do it if I was KHAMZAT. I'd ragdoll the fuck out of these niggas too. But, hey, to each their own. But I want to get your guys' opinions on this. What did you think of the entire card? Because the entire card was nice. Alright, I liked it. There was 2 spinning back fist KOs back to back. Like fucking Drake, back to back. That was shocking to me. Everybody was shocked. The whole place was erupting, was oozing off that shit. You don't see that every day. And the MVP fight, that was entertaining. The Fighting Nerds, they're dope as fuck. Joe Rogan had his glasses on. In the main event, it was okay. It wasn't the best. It wasn't what I wanted. But it was still a fun fight to watch. I'm not going to lie to you. It was dominance. And I love dominance in sports. Michael Jordan, LeBron, Messi, Ronaldo. I like seeing dominant athletes in their sport. Okay? But let me know in the comments what you guys think of that whole main event. Is it too much grappling? Is it fun to see domination like this? Let me know down in the comments. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.